long kiss goodnight. Hola, Charlene T. Easter here, and welcome back to the channel. This is a space for melanated women who are prioritizing their health and their happiness. And I believe we can do that by maintaining our melanin as well as a positive mindset so that we can continue to create magic in our everyday lives, whatever magic is for you. And tonight we are going to be sampling some fragrance. So this is not just a new beauty brand for me, but I'm super excited because it is a Black-owned fragrance house, and it is the world of Chris Collins. So I have smelled a few of these, but I still wanted to come on and share with you my thoughts of the Chris Collins fragrances that happen to be included in this discovery set. I've mentioned before on my channel that the way that I oftentimes like to try new beauty products is either by doing deluxe samples or travel sizes. And with fragrances now, they make it super easy to try some things for a few days or maybe even a week, because you can oftentimes purchase a discovery set. This way, not only do you get to smell it once, see what you think about it, but you actually really get to wear it for at least a few days to see how it works with your body chemistry. And then you get to make a final decision as to whether or not you think it might be full bottle worthy. So I have not done that yet, with the exception of one. So tonight, let us learn a little bit more about the world of Chris Collins.
Chris's journey into the world of luxury and fragrance began long before he became an international name. His father always took pride in smelling good, and that's where Chris first connected with the power of scent. Scent became the key to confidence and elegance, and that's where his love for fragrance was born. As a young adult, Chris moved to Harlem, a place rich with culture, history, and Black excellence, and started his career in fashion. Chris had a 25-year career as a model where he appeared in over 60 campaigns for Ralph Lauren and became an iconic face for the luxury brand. In 2018, Chris decided to turn his passion for scent into something lasting, and he founded Chris Collins Fragrance, and he created a collection of 14 fragrances that reflect his journey through luxury, culture, and sensuality. Today, Chris Collins is redefining luxury and the fragrance world. His brand is now featured in iconic retailers and independent boutiques, to include Nordstrom and Sephora, where he became the first Black-owned fragrance line to be sold in these retailers.
So this is exciting because we love supporting Black-owned beauty brands and businesses, right? Now that we know a little bit more about Chris Collins, I am going to sample with you the fragrances that are in this discovery set. So this kit came with 5 fragrances, and they may vary across the collections, but what we will be trying tonight includes Harlem Nights, Danse Sauvage, African Rooibos, and Long Kiss Goodnight. There is a spoiler because the 5th one is called Lost in Paradise, and this is just going to go in my purse because I already know I love it. And I know I love it because when I purchased this discovery set, I got a travel size of Chris Collins Lost in Paradise. She's been getting a little bit of use. I'm not going to say that I'm going to slow down on it, because this is the time of year for it, like spring and summer for sure. And because I know I really, really like this, will I buy a full bottle? I think I absolutely would. Will I buy one soon? I don't know. This is in the bougie beauty category, and I'm not mad at it, okay? So I'm going to give you a little bit more about the fragrance notes for Lost in Paradise, because I already know I love this. I would absolutely buy a full bottle of this. This is perfect for spring and summer, but tell me what you think when you hear about these notes. So now you know why this one has a hefty dent. I love a coconut scent, and I have several, but they're all a bit different. Even if they have a bit of similarity, they're different. So this one I really have been enjoying over the past few weeks. And again, I'm going to slide this little one in my purse when I'm out and about on a day. And this has a good bit of longevity to it. And I'll do a couple of fragrance combos very soon with this. But this is really, really nice. So Lost in Paradise is a winner for certain. So we're going to go ahead and sample each of the fragrances that came in this discovery set. The first fragrance that I'm going to try from the discovery set is Harlem Nights. But first, let's learn a little more about what inspired Harlem Nights and what the fragrance notes are. Okay, so let's try Harlem Nights. This, to me, for sure seems unisex. It's a bit spicy, and it definitely has a presence, but I like it. And it feels the dry down is still kind of strong, but a bit powdery, and I like that. This smells really nice. And it doesn't smell like anything that I currently have that I can think of. I want to spray this on me. I'm going to spray it on my skin. She's spicy. It almost smells like liquor. Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights will have a bit of liquor involved, maybe, right? Okay, we're gonna let Harlem Nights settle and see what it does on my skin, because it did have a bit of a powdery dry down. Still going strong right now. So okay, we're gonna let Harlem Nights marinate. Absolutely, I can see a man or a woman wearing this scent. Unique. At least unique to me. And it may be because I don't have a super huge fragrance collection. And it may also be, now I can, that powdery note is starting to come through. And I like it. I like this. It's so different to me. And again, it could be because I don't have a super large fragrance collection. And it also might be because I only technically that I can think of have 2 scents that are designated as unisex. And of the 2, one to me leans much more masculine, but I like it anyway, and I wear it sometimes. And the other leans way more feminine. I like this. It's different. It is drying down kind of powdery, but it's still strong. I like this. Very different. Harlem Nights, Chris Collins. Okay, next. The next scent I'm going to try is Danse Sauvage. So let's learn a little more about the inspiration and the fragrance notes behind this one. Okay, let's see what we think of it. Super spicy. What is that? This is spicy. Like, I don't know if it's pepper, oud, but it's spicy. Now, unless this dries down a little softer, this isn't something I would typically wear. Now, that being said, am I going to work with it with other fragrances I have based on what I think might be complementary or similar notes? Yes, I am. But in general, this isn't one I would lean towards. This one, I think I do like this one, the Harlem Nights. I feel like this is a little more masculine to me. But we gonna mix this on up. Danse Sauvage. Next. Okay, this is a tea-based fragrance, and I'm super excited to smell this one again. So this is African Rooibos. There's one other, well, there's probably more than one fragrance that might have a bit of a tea note in it that I have, but probably not a lot. So let's see what we think of this one. I like this. I really like this, and it is not it's not what I would call feminine or masculine. It is not something that smells fruity. Something about it is very like um, to me, it's sort of like comforting, intriguing, and inviting. Like, I really like this. This is very, very, very different. It isn't something I would necessarily wear like on a date, unless it was a date with someone I've been involved with for a little bit. Oh. And we were going to do something a little more casual. Yeah, I'm going to have to put this on my skin. I like it though. Very different. It's making me feel like I feel when I wear Sniff's Heal the Way, which is their first collaboration with Alex L. She has another one coming. I got an email the other day. Excited to try that. But I love that scent. And while technically I think that one may be like a gourmand, something about the way the notes have been blended and mixed together is so, it just smells so good. It does smell kind of gourmand. It's the pistachio, and it just smells very comforting. Like literally, I like that to wear to work. I like it to wear if I'm working from home, and I like it to sleep in. And sometimes I just spray it on my robe. So if I'm sitting down watching TV, I do this to sniff it. It's so comforting. And this is making me feel that same way. They don't smell the same, but it's making me feel the same way. Yeah. I like it. We're going to let this one marinate. The powder. Harlem Nights. Very different. I love the uniqueness of these scents. At least they're unique to me. Again. So, yeah. African Rooibos. And then the last one we're going to learn about and try tonight is called Long Kiss Goodnight. All right, let's see about this Long Kiss Goodnight. This one, I feel like this one leans more feminine. I like it. I'm out of space. I can smell that tea. Let's see about this one. Long Kiss Goodnight. I like it. I like that they are all very different. This one does smell a little bit familiar. Not exactly like something that I have, but it has a slightly more familiar scent profile to me. I can't tell you what it is. My nose ain't that sophisticated yet, but we working on it. But I do like it. These two are very, very different. Harlem Nights and African Rooibos. I love that they are all very unique and very different. And especially when you think about the fact that for different things that we do day to day, we may want scents that will work for all the various things we do. For example, if you're working from home, you may want to just smell nice, not overly fragrant. Or you may have days you don't want to smell super fruity or super floral, but you just want something that feels kind of soothing to you, something that is comforting, something that is earthy. Sometimes you might want something that's a little musky. So I said all that to say I'm just thinking about all the different types of fragrances I have, and how most mornings I'll get up and I'll think about what I feel like smelling like for the day. And it can be a fragrance I absolutely adore and love, but that day it's like, I'm not in the mood for that. I love that this discovery set and at least these 5 fragrances provide a ton of variety in terms of the scent profiles. So yeah, I'm so glad I picked this up. I'm so glad that I learned of the world of Chris Collins, and I look forward to smelling other fragrances that are a part of his fragrance brand. I do. So yeah, tell me what you think. Had you heard of Chris Collins? I'm almost positive that he might be the first Black-owned fragrance brand that was in Sephora. So yeah, okay, Chris Collins. Let me know what you thought of the inspirations behind the fragrances, what you thought about him. I can tell you he got candy. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything. It's just chocolate. It used to be a model and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'll just stop there. But let me know what you think, and if any of these fragrances appeal to you in any way, in terms of the fragrance notes, in terms of the backstory or inspiration. Yep. Thank you for touring the world of Chris Collins with me tonight, and I will see y'all in the next video. But a sidebar, can we talk about this lip? OMG, I love it. This is a Black-owned beauty brand that I just discovered. The brand is called Pound Cake. This is a liquid lipstick, and it is called Cake Batter in the shade Coffee. And the lip oil is melted butter. My lips feel so nice, and this shade of brown is perfection. I love it. Do you love it? Okay. Harlem Nights.